is getting unstoppable. What's up guys, we're back with the latest tech news. We've got some massive new leaks regarding the iPhone 13 series and even beyond that. So 2020 was a really rough year and it had a very negative impact on smartphone sales for pretty much all the brands but Apple. Yes, Apple has set a new industry record with the most profits ever. According to the report, despite COVID and despite the late iPhone 12 launch, Apple still managed to make $65 billion in sales compared to $56 billion from last year's iPhone 11. And if you do the math, that is actually 17% increase in sales, which is absolutely crazy. Not just that, they also made a lot more revenue on their services and their Macs, computer, and iPad side of things. Furthermore, Apple also managed to dethrone Samsung from #1 position for the first time when it comes to global smartphone shipment. According to the report from Canalys, for Q4 of 2020, Apple is at the #1 position with almost 81.8 million smartphones shipped compared to 62 million of Samsung. Now, as for the worldwide smartphone shipment and growth for the full 2020 year, Samsung still remains the king for the most shipment, but the annual growth dropped -14%, whereas Apple still managed to have a 5% positive growth. Now, one of the big factors of the iPhone 12 success is of course 5G, and I think this was the best time to include 5G because 5G right now is fairly popular in major markets of the world compared to when Samsung first did it with their S10 Plus 5G. So I personally think the timing was great, and even though because of COVID the iPhone launch was delayed, it still gave them a positive momentum because of the holiday season. So Apple is truly unstoppable right now, and with the iPhone 13 series, things will about to go even better. Let's see if Samsung can slow down Apple's momentum or not with their Galaxy S21 launch, but let's talk about the iPhone 13 lineup. We've got a massive report coming out today saying that all 4 iPhone 13 models will feature a massive upgraded ultra-wide-angle camera. According to the analyst from Barclays, Apple is looking to bring a huge ultra-wide-angle jump for all iPhone 13 models, going from f2.4 lens on the iPhone 12 models to f1.8 aperture with the iPhone 13 series. Ultra-wide-angle lens on smartphones since the beginning has always been softer compared to the main lens. With the less wider aperture, it doesn't provide as good result as the main camera, which is why I personally don't use ultra-wide-angle lens every time I'm in a low light situation, but that might change with the iPhone 13 lineup. So you can expect significantly improved low light performance in not just photos but also videos when shooting in ultra wide 4K mode. Now, as for the design of the iPhone 12 series, it is reported that Apple is actually reducing the size of the notch. It's said to have a smaller length but almost the same kind of screen depth as the iPhone 11's notch. Now, for those who are waiting for a full-screen iPhone with no notch at all, this might actually happen soon. According to Twitter leakster MariQHD, Apple is working on a prototype right now with no notch at all, but it has a bit bigger bezels on all 4 sides. We don't know if this prototype is for the iPhone 13 series or if they're working for something in the future. Either way, a full-screen iPhone is inevitable. Now, Apple is indeed bringing back Touch ID on their iPhone models in addition to Face ID. Now, for some reason, Apple is considering using the optical fingerprint scanner compared to the 3D scanner that we have seen on the S21 Ultra. This may be because Apple already has Face ID, which is really secure, so they're probably not going for the 3D option on the fingerprint scanner, but to me, that doesn't make sense. Anyways, Apple is known for their quality. They're not gonna risk putting an easy-to-crack security on their iPhone, so definitely they have something big planned. Now, according to Wall Street Journal, Apple might actually call their iPhone 13 series as iPhone 12s. The same article also confirmed the things that we already know. The 120Hz LTPO refresh rate is coming to the iPhone 13 Pro and 13 Pro Max, and Samsung will be the sole supplier of this OLED panel, which means they're gonna make a lot more money. For the first time, we could see 1 TB storage option on the new iPhones. Now, in addition to all of this, we may also see an improved zoom camera system on the Pro Max model. It may not have that folded optical zoom that we have seen with the S21 Ultra, but there's still going to be some improvement. We have to wait and see what that improvement will be. For now, the major emphasis is on that improved ultra-wide-angle lens which is coming to all iPhone 13 models. Now last but not the least, before we talk about Apple Car, I want to give a big shout out to sponsor of today's video, Filmora Go. Filmora Go is a powerful video editor for iOS, one that can help you add a nice twist to your Instagram stories, TikToks, or YouTube videos. It's got tons of features, but one main feature that I wish iOS had built in is the ability to record multicam videos, so you can actually shoot videos from front and back cameras at the same time. And it even works with ultra-wide-angle lens, making things really fun and engaging. You also get tons of video editing options, from basic trimming to adding text, stickers, transitions, built-in music library with good collection, cool effects, and a pretty wide range of color grading LUTs to make your iPhone video look more professional. So check the link in the description and download Filmora Go on your iPhone for free. Now, Apple is indeed serious about their car project for the future. Right now, Apple is creating the team of best people that they can have. Furthermore, we have some super early specs leak info coming from Ming-Chi Kuo. He says that Apple will join hands with a brand called Hyundai for their first Apple Car model. Possible specs of the Apple Car may include a 160 miles hour top speed, 300 mile range, 80% charge in just 18 minutes. Now again, take this information with a grain of salt because this is a super early time for this. The actual release date of Apple Car might happen somewhere in 2025 or 2024. So that's all the latest news. Apple is going strong and they're looking even stronger with the iPhone 13 line.